It's so bright out today. Looks like they're having some sort of event today. Let me go around. What's up, people? Another Saturday, another trip around Keller Park. How you doing, Norma? Let me see. What's going on today? Looks like it's here. Like, there's a lot of people out here fishing today. I'm not going to try and look directly at the families and stuff, but it is a good day, but it is extremely hot, mainly due to the humidity. Because again, we had a little storm last night, a little bit of rain, by a little bit, a lot of it, and of course today it's 83 degrees, which isn't quite bad, but when you take in the fact of the humidity, it is balls hot, to say the least. And there's barely any clouds blocking the sun today. It's just clouds. Yeah, I'm about to go pick up some water right now. Ooh. So guys, if my camera goes off, I'm gonna let you know it's because my phone's overheated. It happens fairly often, so I wouldn't be surprised, especially in Texas heat. Ooh, the shade feels good. So guys, I'm trying to figure out a topic for an open discussion. Do y'all have any suggestions so we can do an open discussion possibly tonight? Yeah, I need to carry a cool water, like frozen water bottle or something. I need to get one of those phone coolers. Little outside radiators, you know? Ooh, ooh, this feels good. Well, this is where I like to sit out over here, just chill. But today the shade's not covering it today. So I usually would sit there if the shade was covering it. It's not. Let's see what we can find and take pictures of. So I am going to get some water, but I can't go in there with my camera gear. I already know some of these people act real bougie. And also I'm wearing my, let me show y'all what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my body cam, my stationary camera bag with another backup camera. I'm bald headed and black. I know black has nothing to do with it, but I just like saying that. Here's a nice little pane of the landscape here. You know, Norma, I'm pretty sure some people would accept that, but the majority of people are still like, "Oh no, he has a camera," and they freak out. Some people go 0 to 100. Matter of fact, speaking of someone like thinking 0 to 100, I recently offered someone who viewed my channel, and I guess they don't agree with me, or they do agree with me. I don't know. I don't care. But they left a comment on my channel basically saying, if you live in Keller, you should know the history of Keller, and that there's a lot of pedophiles running around in Keller. And I was like, oh, there's a lot of pedophiles in Keller? Well, you know, that's easy to find out by going onto the registry list and searching their name or just looking at the dots. But they associated me taking photos in public to pedophilia and what else? Like just a whole variety of crimes. Uh-oh, we're getting too hot. My phone just gave me the warning, we're getting too hot. I'm gonna sit in the shade real quick. What's up, Bolthead? Oh yeah, it is some justifying their paranoia. So I reached out to this person. I said, okay, so if you live in Keller, I live in Keller, that's fine. Let's go ahead and talk. All right, you know, how about we meet up for lunch, right? And we can have a discussion as to why you feel that everything is, why you have to live in fear of everything being a crime, right? Like me doing something legal is a crime to you. Like, you know, we can have a discussion. There's an IHOP that just opened up in Keller. We can go there. And I left that opportunity for them to come down. They didn't even respond. But I was like, you know, for all these people who talk mad, crazy shit, I'm not even going to say you're a bad person. I'm just going to say you like to fuel the propaganda. What's up, Bolthead? I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? I'm doing great, Dogwood. Again, my phone's getting a little hot, so I'm sitting in the shade for right now. I know I'm not trying to stand here all day and film everything, but my phone is getting too hot. I just got a warning on it. So I'm just standing in the shade. But, but yeah, maybe I should discuss that. Maybe I should discuss that as one of the topics in the open discussion. Like, I thought it was funny because they were saying like their example that they gave What's that? Yeah, we're in Keller, Texas. Back in Keller. The example that they gave is they saw a man who's actively talking to kids, right? A grown man talking to kids. Not a crime in itself, but still, that would raise some eyebrows. Two, he was just actively trying to converse with those kids. So they traced him down, they tracked him down and found out he was a pedophile. And, he won't, air quote, he won't be doing that anymore. So that's a history I should know of Keller, apparently. All right, we're getting some shade. I wonder if our temperatures drop down. Let me see. All right, the temperature has been restored. We can get going. Yeah, there's more of this little lake here. It's pretty cool. Really ride in. That's good. I haven't been at Bear Creek yet. Oh, they caught a fish. He caught a fish. Can he get it? Can they get it? How you doing, Alan? From the Bay Area of California. How's the weather in California right now? A little tweeter. Yeah, I think that would be part of the open discussion. People's paranoia, right? And how it affects the world today. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Paranoia and how it affects the society today. '88 and beauty. It's 83 over here. It's very nice, but it rained the night before, so we got a whole bunch of mosquitoes around. They're trying to fight me. I need to back up. They don't know my life. And catch these hands. It's my day that I wore a short sleeve shirt, of course. That was for any of the fire truck lovers there. If you enjoy watching fire trucks, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I did that for you, just for you guys. So last time we walked down here, and again I'm trying to monitor my phone's temperature, but we went down and to the right. Oh, that's no good. Get back on there. Today we're going down and to the left. Oh man, that sun is right out directly on our heads again. But yeah, like I said, the person made an accusation, said it was okay to stop somebody, especially if they're speaking vulgar languages, filming kids, which again, I don't film kids. Everybody on my channel who's witnessed my channel knows I avoid kids especially. What else? That I was talking about titties. I don't even remember talking about titties, but they said it's okay to stop somebody because they talk about titties. Which, in that case, we should call the cops anytime somebody is breastfeeding, right? If that's the case. But it is a nice day out here, guys. How you doing? I wonder if one day we'll ever see like one of these bobcats out here. Knowing my luck, that'll be how I die. But which video was it? It wasn't even the current video. I think it was the video where I was walking down. It was literally the video where I was walking down this direction and taking a right and talking about how, you know, if you want to take my content and make another channel, as long as it's, you know, what is it? Transformative and fair use, I don't care. I'm just waiting for my camera to cool down a little bit. But I was wearing my blue, what is it, seahorse shirt, and I had my fingers in the peace sign going across my chest, both fingers. It was that video. I forgot what it was, but they left a comment there, and I'm not trying to direct traffic to her, but that's a comment she made. Basically, like, you know, oh, you talk vulgar language in public. I don't give a fuck. A lot of people talk vulgar language in public. And guys, remember, I'm waiting here just for the phone to cool down. And also, welcome, Dark Side. You know what, Norma? There's actually been a study, and my phone still hasn't cooled down, but I'm just going to try and keep on moving. There's been a study about, what is it? I guess I'm gonna say, in lack of a better terms, because I don't have the documents in front of me, but about denial, right? And people's beliefs, right? There's been a study about it, and it turns out that even when you're proven wrong about something that you believe so much that you want to be true, even when you're provided facts on it, if your belief is so, like, you know, it's just like that's all you believe. Even when someone presents you the facts that prove the opposite, most people will double down and tell you, nope, that's not true. Like, if I told you one day the sky was blue, right, and you believed all this time it was red from start to finish, right, from your birth till now, you believed it was red, and I told you, no, it's blue. And your belief was so engraved into your brain. And I told you, no, man, it's blue. Look, here's blue. Look up in the sky. It's blue. some people will still fight the urge to believe the facts. Thank you, Master Baker. Thank you for joining up. Again, as y'all know, there's not many times where there's actually interactions on my streams. I like it that way because it gets to show, because I've been considered part of the auditing community, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it gets to show exactly how interactions can start when you're not focusing on government buildings.
Wait to cross Bear Creek Parkway at Keller Smithfield Road.
Yeah. My wife, she I forgot what she went for school for, but she has her master's, and that was one of the studies that she had to go over. This car just creeping up behind me. Ooh. Man, my phone is out in the open, like completely exposed. Yeah, definitely. I had to check out your channel. Channel, Norma, because again, it's one of those situations where you can provide the facts, you can provide the evidence, you can provide the proof. Again, ignorant people are going to believe what they want to believe, and they'll double down when proven wrong. I need to find some shade. There's a kid over here. I'm not going to try and sit in the same shade as this kid. Woo. All right, there's a little shade spot up here I can sit in. Okay, let's sit here. What's up, Wesley Dunphy? Ooh, all right, we're just cooling down for a bit. I know it's annoying, but we have to. So like, oh yeah, like I said, a lot of people will not accept, a difference of opinion, right? And even if I explain to them like what's going on, and that happened in one of my other videos, right? I explained, I'm not taking pictures of your house. I was taking pictures of the church in the background and showing my audience. And instead of like accepting that as an answer, they said, why are you being a fucking weirdo and filming in public, dude? Like, why are you doing that? Why would you do that? Why would you film in public? Like, why would you film in public? It's like, why not just get out of here? Get out of here. So I was like, that's why I dubbed Keller as Karen, Texas. That guy's definitely speeding. it's not exactly like it is the same city, but we're about 5 blocks away from that area. I guess you'd say they don't live too far away from the park, you know, in that area. But again, it's one of those situations where, I come here all the time. Literally walk around in this area all the time. Woo! My temperature is way too high. I need to bring that down. I would cop watch. And the most that I get to cop watching is if I see something in my, at the time, I film it, right? That's the closest I get to cop watching. Like, if I was to get a police scanner and walk around with all that, find out where the next stop is going to be, head out there, patrol the streets, that'd be great and all, but no, Horace, you didn't miss anything. Trust me, my streams are very tame. You rarely will miss anything until something actually happens, and if it does happen, there'll be a lot of other channels who I agreed to let them use it and put it on their channel for clout. Not even clout, but just for recognition if they want. Yeah, Wesley, I know. I mean, I can get a police interaction right now. There's a cop right down there right now. There's a cop right down there. Which again, if he turns around and comes down here, it might be because I'm out here filming. What's up, Rika? Oh yeah, I know. Trust me, I used to do audits by going to police stations and everything else, but then I thought about it, right? And there's a reason why my channel is a little bit different from most auditing channels, right? It's that I don't go to government buildings, and sometimes I will. I used to. Sometimes I used to go to government buildings and then get the interaction. And, of course, we do the spill. No, you're not getting my ID. I'm allowed to be here. What's your reason for stopping me? What's your reason for this? And there's been other audits that I was just like, you know what? It's not even worth it because some of these people are just really paranoid. Let me go ahead and walk in public and show you how to get interaction by just filming in public and not doing anything strange. So I started doing these walk and talks, right? I did these walk and talks. I walk around the city of Dallas, and within a few, let's say 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes, somebody would see me and say, I don't like what he's doing. They wouldn't even contact me. They call the cops immediately. Cops would show up and accuse me of scalping tickets, accuse me of crimes. Say, oh, well, he's out here just taking photos. I think one of them, it was an 8-hour stream. I got 3 interactions within the first few hours. So I don't need to go to a government building. This shows that even when they know for a fact there is no crime, no suspicion that somebody's doing something lawfully, they will come out and contact you for nothing. Oh, one of her headlights is out. Like, this shows you don't have to wear like dark clothing. You don't have to wear like all the heavy mask over your face and stuff like that. You can come out here dressed in normal attire, backpack and everything, right? Normal attire, and you can get contacted by the police. Okay? That's it. No, I'm doing it, Rika. I'm calling them right now. Rika, I'm calling them. I'm calling them. Hold on. I'm calling them, Rika, because of you. I'm telling them. Yes. Rika said to call you and tell you that this lady is driving with the headlight out. Find her. Good luck. No. What's up, Justin? By the way, guys, like I said, I told Rika, I said this is going to be a bust or not. I did put my wife's link of the Etsy store in the description today. It's up to you guys. All right. I also put in another link because I made a promise. I said I'll put this link in there just because I like to support people who at least are trying to, do something. Even if you're a big corporation, big business, small business, anything. If you reach out to me and say, hey, will you accept my sponsorship? And, I'll say, I don't really want a sponsorship because there's nothing really I do. I don't really do anything. I literally get on here, wander around the city, mind my business. I mind my business, and then I stick up for myself. And people are like, "Oh, you can't do that." You can't do that, buddy. I really want to just encourage more people to stick up for themselves. Because again, the reason why most cops, most government officials get away with this, most civilians get away with, calling the cops on people who are not committing a crime is because we're allowing it to continue, right? We are allowing it to continue. And that's really the crux of it. We need to start putting in complaints on officers who are taking these calls and violating people's rights. Man, that sun, dude. Violating people's rights just because a phone call was made and they believe that's justifiable enough to stop you. And detain you and ask you all these questions, invasive questions at that. But people need to understand they can't ask you those type of things, they're not entitled to those sort of things. You know what I mean? Woo. Yeah, we have wellness checks here too, and unfortunately it's vice versa over here. Happens the same thing, same way. Which reminds me of the situation, I believe it was in Plano, Texas, right? During the storm, the winter storm that we had in Texas, the record storm that we had in Texas that destroyed a lot of properties, that devastated everybody, right? A lot of deaths because the power went out. People were freezing to death in their homes. People were trying to warm themselves up and didn't know how to properly warm themselves up in their garage with their car because they didn't leave it open slightly enough to let the carbon monoxide out. So they died, right? And, you know, it got to the point where one guy who was walking home from Walmart from his job, he didn't have any heavy clothing on, and this was recently in the news. He didn't have on any heavy clothing. He was just walking home. The roads were unmanaged, right? Unkept, meaning the curb here and the sidewalk here completely filled with snow, ice. The road completely filled with snow, ice. You couldn't tell where you were stepping if you wanted to. And the police show up and say, hey man, we're just checking on you, which is good, okay? You should say, hey man, we're checking on you. We just want to make sure you're okay. And he says, oh, I'm good. He starts to walk away. What does he do? What does the officer do? They follow him and continue to follow him and harass him and say, sir, we need you to stop. We need you to stop. You know, again, he's walking home in the snow on an unkept road. They then say, well, sir, we're going to arrest you for walking in the roadway because you're not walking on the sidewalk that is covered by snow and the road is unkept. So they ended up tackling him in the snow, putting him in handcuffs, and then later charging him. I forgot what they charged him with. This, I think with the citizen in the roadway. And later released him. And then, you know, of course, the department was like, yeah, we dropped our charges because that had nothing to do with the call at hand, right? It was a wellness check. But a wellness check went from, you know, oh, let's check on you, to, oh, we're going to detain you and arrest you because you don't want to stop and let us help you. Oh, a gated community. All right, guys, this is how you keep people out of your community, all right? Put a gate up, put a fence up, put something up. Put something up preventing me from going in. If you don't want me in there, put a fence up. Put something on. I haven't found anything to take a picture of yet. All right. This is Bear Creek Assisted Living and Memory Care. So y'all know I'm not gonna film them here. You know, this is assisted living, guys. Just getting on the sidewalk over here. You know, and there's like there's a huge misconception in the auditing community, right? Now, I'm going to say, like, not everybody agrees with me, right? And that's fine. I don't like it when people agree with me 100% anyway, because I like having a difference of opinion. Rika, I'm pretty sure, disagrees with me on some things. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Dreezy. You know, I say, do we hate all cops? No. Right? That's just, you may hate the profession of a cop, but I'm pretty sure you don't hate all cops, right? And some people will say they hate all cops. Some people will say they hate all cops no matter what. And that's their opinion. What's up, funny guy? Oh, we're getting overheated. As I said, guys, I'm gonna have to run to another shady spot. right, Montreal. Nice. Yeah, I say most of them do earn the hate whenever they show up on a video and show out. Like Johnny 50, he did a video yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, maybe a few days ago. I don't know. But it was about a lady who was streaming on Facebook Live because her neighbor called because apparently she was too loud in the neighborhood and distracting her from her work. Right? The lady was streaming on her phone and talking on her phone. Right? And the lady said, she's too loud. I don't like it. Let's call the cops because I have to work and I don't like it when people are out here talking on their phone in the place they live. So they issued the lady a $400 ticket. A $400 ticket. Oh, so you recognize me speaking Hindi? Yeah. I sometimes speak different languages to cops because it's not. People think I make up a language, right? Like, no, I'm not making up languages. I'm actually speaking a foreign language to them, right? I do that sometimes because, again, it's funny to me. Whenever I'm sitting there minding my business, chilling, and all of a sudden, I have to like go on the defensive. But I'm pretty sure now Keller knows. Oh, he doesn't speak a foreign language. he's not actually a foreigner. He can speak English because they've called on me so many times. I'm pretty sure they're like, yeah, I know. I know he speaks English. Yeah, I got my book in my oh, I don't have it with me today. Damn it. I have my book in my house where I practice other languages. And I speak those like on a day-to-day basis, right? And like that's what you saw was me practicing Hindu. And yeah, so somebody said, I don't like that you're using fake languages. And I was like, it's not a fake language, it's actual language. Right? I laughed because I think what I told him was like, what did I say? I said, hello, what do you want? And God bless you. Oh, you read the description? Yeah. So right now we're just walking slow under here because of the shade. Let my phone cool down. Yeah, I mean, like, I got the report from it. And I got the report from it, and he said, like, basically, like, in the report, he goes, I arrived on scene. Subject was sitting on the, at the park with a notebook. No further action taken. Subject didn't speak English. I was like, that's how it should be, and then leave me alone, right? And the person who called on me, he actually like drove back around, and he was like looking at me, hoping that I was like getting arrested or something. I was like, wow, what a loser. Like, I always find that funny is like the person who like calls the cops on you. Like, one thing they do, and I notice this happens a lot. They call the cops on you, right? They drive off into like a corner somewhere to where they feel like they can't be seen. And then when the cops show up, they show up like they drive around like 4 different times, right? And I'm exaggerating there a little bit, right? Once or twice maybe, right? Because they're like steady looking into what's going on. Like, oh, is he going to get arrested? I called the cops on him. It just singles you out and like exposes you as somebody who's like very paranoid. Dumb bad guy ho. I gotta get my my book out so I can make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Because I also read Afrikaans. Yeah, I read Afrikaans as well. So, like, the most that I say to people is God bless you in public. God seeing you. God seeing you. God seeing you. Which is Afrikaans. God bless you. Yeah, I gotta have my book on there to make sure I'm pronouncing everything correctly, because I have the like the LL, yeah, which is like a ya sound. I think like OI. I forget what that sound makes. Oi, oi, or AI. But I gotta get my book. I gotta go back into my book. Look at that, a Corvette in the back. And this has been the most shady trail I've walked down today. I think, what was the next language I was going to try and speak? Was, what was it? I can't think of it. Swahili. Right? Like, ne wa Americani. Sisi ni wa Halanzi. Bull. Your Discord rules are in Swahili? Watuwanga. Nice. That's right. So that's some of the stuff you probably heard me say on the interaction down this way with the people who are following me. And then you hear me say, Allahu Akbar, which is God bless you, right? Or God is good. Sorry, not God bless you. God is good. Allahu Akbar. God is good. Which is why I always say people who speak a foreign language during auditing, I say it's a good thing. I know some people don't agree with it, but it's also like not everybody in America speaks English. Oh, Shemaga. Yeah, Swahili is very I like Swahili, right? Because again, I'm learning it. I haven't mastered it. I'm not an expert at it. But again, there's some things I do speak on there, and I'm like, okay, I can recognize, oh, hello, goodbye, if I hear it. Doing good, brother. Okay, that wasn't a large walk, but we've been filming for a good hour without overheating. We've overheated, but we haven't met malfunction, I should say. Because we're back at the park. If I go down this direction here, we'll be at the park. And this is the Keller Town Center. Should I go to the nail salon and get my feet done? Chaps Burgers. I should. How you doing, Charlie dog? I should get my feet done. You know what? I do have a question for you guys, all right? My child has started climbing the sofa. She has started climbing the sofa. And it left me a long time. All right. So she started climbing the sofa, and now we're trying to get her to just stay seated in the sofa, right? But she's super energetic, which I get. I used to be very energetic as a kid, you know. I run a lot. I'm goofy sometimes. Not so much now. Again, I'm just like, you know, I can understand. I can see where she gets it from. But she's starting to stand on top of the sofa and trying to leap off. She's trying to leap off, right? My question to you is, how do you prevent a toddler, right, under 2? How do you prevent a toddler from climbing? Like, how do I stop her from doing it? How do I stop her? So I don't mind her climbing up because she knows how to get up and get down, but sometimes she feels like she needs to stand on the sofa and try to leap off. And I know her balance isn't that well yet. So what happens is she ends up almost falling. And you know, we don't even have hardwood floor. We just have laminate tile, right? So it's really just concrete beneath it. Oh, thank you, Rika. She's going to enjoy that. Watch, I'm going to get home. She's like, I got to order. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's going to be super excited, right? So I appreciate that. I really do. You couldn't stop your daughter from flying off the sofa? Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, we got like what is it? Like a workout mat across the entire area. Those little itty bitty squares you put down, you know. We put those everywhere around the area, but man, they're not as soft as you'd think, you know. Like, they're soft enough to reduce a little bit of like you know, of the impact, but if she lands on it and she lands head first, she's gonna feel it. Get her a bean bag. I had to think about that. So here's the thing, we do every time she does get like try to stand up, we try and like let her know, no, you have to sit down, right? Like, sit down. No, don't do that. She looks at us. She goes, can I stand? And she starts standing up again. I'm like, no. Sit down. You have to sit down. You cannot stand up. Right? And then she gets mad. Well, the thing about us saying no is she understands the word no. Don't you yell at me, Graham Scam Bates. No, I'm kidding. I'm just... Yeah, we always say, no, I'm just kidding, dude. I know you're kidding. But like, we try, because I don't like yelling at kids, right? Or spanking kids. I don't really enjoy spanking kids. I'm not gonna spank my kid unless if it's something actually bad, right? Like, you could have killed somebody, right? That's bad. But other than that, when it comes to her like standing up on the sofa, we go, no, ma'am, You got to sit down. It's for sitting, not standing. And we place her in the seated position. And she does understand, like, lay down. Woo! Oh, man. She did do a nice little baseball slide the other day. It was pretty legit. Yeah, I see her do some things that are like, what was she trying? She was trying to climb the sofa. I told her not to. I said, don't climb that sofa. And she looked at me, she goes, I'm gonna climb it. All right? She said, I'm gonna climb it. Is that somebody I know? Oh, well. You know, they said, she looked at me like, oh, yeah, I'm going to climb it. And she proceeded to try and climb it and fell against the gate as well. And just like did a weird little fumble around the whole thing. And lands on her face on the mat. And then she cries about it. I said, oh, it's like me telling you no, don't do that. Was a proper thing. It didn't stop her from doing it. It didn't stop her. She just kept trying it. And now she knows how to climb up pretty decently. I said, okay, you can climb up. Now how do you get down? And she tries to lean over at first. I said, no, you can't lean over. You're going to hurt yourself. She tries to lean over forward like that. So you're going to hurt yourself. And so I'm not going to keep on trying to stop you from doing what you're doing. Eventually you're going to just fall and hurt yourself. But then she drags her butt. She drags her butt on the sofa, crawls up on there, turns onto her belly, and then slides down. I was like, good. Good. You do that. That's how you get down. Kids are crazy, man. My mother told me that, yeah, when I was a kid, me and my older brother, I accidentally broke my older brother's finger because we were jumping on the bed. We were not supposed to be jumping on the bed, but we did it anyway. And we had an old school mattress, right? That was made out of like all steel, you know, had little things in there to where like, you know, you had to set it up, little frame. Like it kind of reminded me of like a, what am I thinking? Safety first at all times. I had to incorporate that. Try something. But she told us basically, don't jump on the beds. We had an old like military bed, I guess you say, because they were in the military. They got a lot of discounts for certain things. And this car right here, y'all see that? It just stopped. But what happened is we were jumping on the bed, and the bed wasn't fully latched down. All right, now they're driving off that I'm walking up this way. That's weird. Awkward. But yeah, we were jumping on the bed, ignoring what my mother said, you know, hopping around on the bed, doing our thing. And my brother went to move the bed back into the corner from what she told me, right? He tried to move the bed back into the corner. And I leaped from my bed to his bed, because again, we were jumping on the bed, doing things we weren't supposed to. And his finger got caught within the metal frame of the bed and broke. Right? Kind of like at the fingertip up here. Like right there past the like first knuckle. It broke. Now, needless to say, we went to the doctors, they fixed this broken finger. And my older brother, you know, says he'll never forgive me for that. I'll never forgive you for that. But it's still love. Now I do this as a deterrent for her is whenever she's hitting people, because I'm trying not to make sure she doesn't go around smacking people for no reason. You know, we tell her no the first time, and if she keeps on doing it, we take her by the hands, not forcefully, just put her hands together, kind of like a praying position, and hold them still, and tell her no again. And if she does it again, we put her in the in the little hands position again for a little bit while she starts to throw a little tantrum. And let me see if that's the item there that I can take a picture of. What is that? Or is it just a mess? Look at that duck coming in. Looks like a nest debris. But like, yeah, she doesn't like it whenever I do that, because it's me basically telling her no, you can't do that. She gets a little fit. Oh well. And she'll scream for like a good 2 seconds, and then she'll be like, She'll be quiet. She'll sit down on the ground with her hands in the pray position. And then I'll let her go, and then she gives me a little grumpy face. You know what I say? I don't give a fuck. Who you think you are in my house? Giving me that look. You lucky you don't. Yo, like, she might be a boxer, She might be one day. She's very strong. I laugh because I taught her how to do a squat, right? So every time I tell her squat, she goes squat. She does a whole squat. She knows how to work out. That's good. Yeah, Bob, I do love my daughter, I honestly will say that. I am a caring and loving father. I try my best. Again, I'm not saying my parenting methods are the best. And again, I'm not going to say they're the worst. I'm not going to say I'm the best parent out there. But I definitely try, Hopefully I'm the best parent to her. That's what I get to, right? Hopefully I do right by her. There's been a lot of things I had to put on delay, which I'll tell you guys, which aggravated me a little bit. So, get this, right, guys? We had to spend over $6,000 in tests for our child, right? $6,000 in tests for our child. For what you say, for her hearing. And basically what happened is she's not communicating like we want her to. My wife thinks, oh, maybe it's her hearing. We take her to the doctors. They test her hearing. They say, oh, she does have hearing loss. She suffers from hearing loss. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what face? Which always makes me laugh a little bit. She did something. I forgot what it was. But we give her the fair warning. No. Right? No. And she did the face where, you go like that. She sucked in her lips. It was so funny. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's not gonna work. No. And she laughed. She cried a little bit and then she laughed. And I called her a big old faker. But yeah, man, it's a blessing. Having kids is a blessing. But yeah, like I was saying, we had to spend $6,000 in testing because they said she is suffering from hearing loss. That's the first test. Yes, she is suffering from hearing loss is what they said. So they did recommend implants, right? But then they said, let's do a second test. And then they said, well, the first test says she had a hearing loss in the low frequency. The second one says high frequency, but we have to confirm that. There's a second test. And we're like, okay, so what do we do now? So they said, okay, we're going to recommend you to someone else. Recommended us to someone else. They did the test. You know, we checked it out. They said, okay, well, here it says there's no hearing loss. We're like, what the fuck? So wait, does she have it or does she not? And said, let's just do one more test, right? And again, this is my wife wanted to do best for our kid. I'm not mad about it. I'm more just mad about the fact that they couldn't find anything after all the tests and all the money we spent for it. But come around the 11th test, after being recommended to another doctor, they said, well, here it says that she doesn't have hearing loss, but we recommend you do one more test because, again, the test kept coming back low frequency, high frequency, no hearing loss. Then high frequency, low frequency, high frequency, no hearing loss. You know, it kept going up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, it's crazy. And at the very last test, we said, look, we're no longer putting any more money into this because, again, like, I understand she may have hearing loss, but again, at this point, we haven't got a direct answer. We're flushing money into this, right? I was like, I understand I'd sacrifice anything for my daughter. That's fine, right? So that's one of the things that's going on. We don't know if she has hearing loss. According to them, they say, no, she doesn't have hearing loss. And we should just go ahead and continue life normally. But they want to do more tests. And I told them, nope. If it's another $1,000 test, I'm sorry, we're not doing it. On top of implants are expensive, man. Implants are like $4,000. $4,000. I told them we're not doing it. We're not doing it until they find out an actual answer. Right. Again, like I think it's because my wife, she really doesn't want anything to happen to her. She worries a lot, right? The baby sneezes, she's mama bear, right? She's like, oh my God, you're sneezing. Are you sick? Is something going on? Do I need a? Oh man, I got ate up by like 5 mosquitoes. Get out of here, big ass mosquitoes, man. Damn. You know they're big when they actually, like, you feel them, like, bite you. Dang, that hurt. Get out of here. I had to check it out. I mean, they did a bunch of hearing boosts, but what they did was they did like a few sedated, right, where she was actually put to sleep. Put under medication and then checked her hearing. I don't know how it works, but they checked her hearing, and on those tests it came back low, high, none, low, high, none. And at this point we're like, look, y'all aren't giving us an answer. Y'all are telling us we need to do this $1,000 test. It's ridiculous. I'm not doing it. Anything else is recommended. We need to find out what else to do, because either confirm that she has no hearing loss, or what is that on top of that? Hold on, I think I might have found a picture of something. Nope, never mind. I lied. So here's the thing about the healthcare. Our insurance covered like most of the stuff, but they do not cover hearing aids. They don't cover hearing aids. They literally do not cover like certain things. Which I was like, so basically, if you're deaf, you're just effed. You're fucked. Right. And again, I have no regrets about us spending the money. I'm just like more aggravated that they keep asking us to do more tests that have like resulted in faulty results. Like if you keep asking us to do a test, then you need to make sure this test is working properly. You know what I mean? Like y'all need to calibrate your machine, make sure it's working properly. If this one came out wrong, find out why it came out wrong. Like I need answers before y'all ever tell me to go back into that testing booth. Not even testing booth, but underneath the inoculation anesthetics and all that. Before you ask me to do any of that, you need to figure out what's wrong with your machine and as to why certain tests are coming back, inaccurate. Because it's not fair to the customer, me, or the patient, my daughter, that we have to keep coming in, spend thousands of dollars to have a inaccurate reading. Yeah, I think most of the tests they give are like, doctor's advice. Sometimes they just do it to like get you out of their hair. In some cases, I'm gonna turn you guys around just a second. Ooh. I like how I'm walking over here on the left-hand side trying to get away.
The zip line part.
That dog tried to sniff me, guys. I didn't like it. He tried to sniff me. I still love this design, but it's like what America's supposed to be versus what America has become. A hot mess. Yeah. Oh, I thought I saw the cops pulling up behind me. I was about to be like, what the fuck? So, the video they were talking about earlier about me speaking Hindi, I was in this park. I had my notebook and my GoPro, which again, GoPros are good, but I no longer recommend them. I no longer recommend a GoPro. And I'll tell you why. They overheat fast, right? So this is where I have my notebook. And on days like this, they overheat and they shut off. They do not work. It's done. Donezo. I was actually sitting, at first I was sitting in there, chilling, where the benches are and everything else. And then I came over here and I noticed a man, he was following me. He was saying, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Da, 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 da. What are you doing? And I ignored him. I said, hey man, I need to be left alone, man. And I sat down here. Again, I had my notebook and my GoPro on my chest. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure something might happen with these people, who don't know how to mind their business. Today, I'm surprised everybody did mind their business. But I think he's actually in that red Jeep over there. Yeah. Well, it's like control freaks. What they do is, they demand answers, right? They demand it. And it can't be denied, right? You can't deny them an answer, right? And if you do, you're causing problems, right? Oh, you're just trying to cause problems. Why don't you answer me? I noticed this in the auditing community. How you doing, model citizen? I noticed that in the auditing community that people are determined to get an answer from you, right? And if you don't give them an answer because they feel entitled to it, they then say, well, I'm calling the cops on you. Hope you like it when the cops show up. So they try and weaponize the cops. And that right there alone is enough, right? To say like, okay, so you really have an issue with me filming in public, really effectively not bothering anybody, right? Oh, look. Little spitter. Little spitter. Right, they're inciting violence by, calling armed thugs who will also say, we demand an answer. Oh no, that spider, did he fly off? No, he's good. Okay, you good, buddy? You good? All right. Make sure you're okay, all right? Oh, a squirrel. A little bushy squirrel, man. He's just chilling. Probably shitting in the woods right now. Who knows?
No folks.
There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a heat sink device for my camera here. But we did go a whole hour and a half. But yeah, like over here they demand answers, man. It's so weird. I've never been in a neighborhood where I've asked somebody a question and expected them to answer it, against their will. Like I never have. I never have. I found that the most ridiculous thing that people feel they're entitled to an answer. And that's just me. That's just my opinion, right? And I just never understood it. Thank you, Grams. Yeah, like, that's why I say I want to move out to like a wooded area, right? Like someplace where I know like I won't be bothered, I can go out there, do whatever I want. Out in the boonies, just chill. Just chill where nobody is around, and just, oh, there's a car outside. I haven't seen it before. Oh well, fuck it. Why are you driving on the wrong side of the road, my boy? Alright. I'm gonna go get some water. Because I need to hydrate. And I need to eat. What do I want to eat, guys? And guys, again, like if my phone disconnects, it's because it overheated. No more, no less. Yep, temperature's too high. It's gonna cut off. It's gonna cut off, I know it. It just read temperature too high. Chaps. Yeah, I did see Chaps Burgers. I might have to go. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's do Chaps. I'm gonna park in the parking lot and read your message here. I just need to find shade. I just can't believe it's this hot today with the humidity. Like 83 is not that bad. But whenever you add like no clouds and like straight up humidity, man. All right. Let me see if I can get to Chaps Park and then go ahead and read your message. I'm gonna end the stream just so y'all know. I'm just getting some food soon. I know like my phone is not gonna be able to stay up in this heat. And your phone will shut itself off to save itself. All right, there's Chaps. Park underneath this tree. Reverse, reverse. Man, that was a great parking job. Y'all see that? Amazing. Amazing parking job. No one could do it better. No one. No one can park better than that. That's crazy. Mad skills, right? Tokyo Drift 9000, dude. There's a young couple verbally fighting in front of my yard one day. I walked out and asked them if they were okay. They settled their stuff and moved along in less than 5 minutes. Hey, look at that. Boom. How close to the curb am I? Check that out. I just step right out. Boom. Not even a foot. Not even a foot. Mad skills, man. I tell you. In the shade. All day. Every day. You just want to back a truck up for you? I got you. I got you. Mad skills. I do tutorials for you guys. I teach you guys, right? How to back into a space properly. Mad skills. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go get some food, guys. It's been nice. It's been an hour and 30 minutes in the next 12 seconds. But I do want to appreciate you guys for coming out here, enjoying the walk, just talking, enjoying Keller. Yeah, thank you, Rika. Love, peace, chicken grease. And guys, definitely, if you guys have any interest in candles, accessories, jewelry, please check out the link in the description. Also, if you want to look for some legal advice or legal aid, there's another link in the description as well. That link will probably no longer be in there after this stream, but I did do my due diligence to include it in the last 2 streams. So check it out. Definitely. Y'all have a great day. Love, peace, chicken grease. I'm out.